So what's going to be the driving force of our lives going forward? It's something that has always been central to human life, but now more than ever. What is it? Change. And change is being dramatically accelerated by the exponential technologies taking hold of the world now. AI, robotics, sensors, and others that are dramatically accelerating the rate of change. So how do you adapt to change and stay relevant in the AI era? If change is inevitable and increasing, how do you cope with it? The best way is by being flexible, not rigid. So what do I mean by that? One of the hallmarks of AI at this phase is that it is growing and learning rapidly on its own now. This is how we as humans must be to stay relevant in this AI revolution. We must be willing to grow and change. So how do you do that? It's really simple, but it's also hard. It's simple because you just have to have a learning mindset and be open to the change. It's hard for the exact same reasons. Human nature is such that you really want certainty. It's a high core value in human beings. But we are moving into the age of uncertainty. Now, there's some people in the world who thrive with uncertainty. They love new things. They love challenge. They love the unexpected. They like to constantly be doing new things, but that's not the majority of folks. So for the majority of folks who are focused on certainty, what do? You recognize first and accept that everything is different now. The age of certainty is almost over. Let me explain for a minute. If you were alive 100 years ago, 1924 right now, in some ways there was high uncertainty, right? World War I was recent, and then there was a global pandemic that killed a lot of people. So it was a time of uncertainty, but it was different. How? The pace of new inventions and externally visible change back then was slow. The number of new inventions every year was a handful. The airplane was new. Cars were relatively new. So if you go back 150 years, people were still in horse and buggies. The pace of life was very slow. People rarely left the immediate area that they were born and grew up in. Now the world is accessible. You can move freely around the world at will. The world is big, open, and instantaneous. Furthermore, with the advent of the internet and then AI, change has dramatically accelerated because knowledge is easily shared now. It used to have to be printed in books and read. This pace of change is only going to continue to accelerate due to the exponential time period we're living in now. So in order to stay relevant during this AI era, you must be flexible. You must be willing to change. And the hallmark of that is willingness to learn new things. Why? Because many of the jobs that exist right now today in November of 2024 will start to disappear in the next 3 to 5 years. Some new jobs will be created to replace these jobs that are lost. However, they will be knowledge-based jobs. Some physical jobs will exist for quite a while because despite the optimism, manufacturing is hard to automate, right? So if you're willing to work with your hands and do a trade or work in manufacturing, it'll take much longer for you to be disrupted in terms of your career. But if you're a knowledge worker, the things that you work on will have to change and change rapidly. Why? I'll give you a great simple example. Until very recently, tremendous time was spent by human beings on communication. Writing letters, writing emails, writing memos, writing presentations. All that stuff is being rapidly automated, which means that companies don't need as many people because so much automation is happening. As I talked about in a recent video, you can clearly see that in the plateauing this year of the professional technical job classification, which has shown no growth this year. So you really have to be ready and willing, and it's mostly willing, to constantly learn new things to do. And there are ample opportunities. There are many, many things that can improve businesses where you work that people never had time to get to because they were spending so much time on these more administrative type tasks. But now that you don't have to do that as much, you can work to change what really counts. What are some of those things in business? Improving customer service first and foremost. Improving the quality of your product or service. Embracing automation and using it to become more efficient. So, for example, if you work in marketing, if you embrace automation, you can create better and better and better marketing campaigns using AI and its automation. So these are a few simple examples, but you can see that many of the things that you previously spent a lot of time on at work will not be there to spend time on shortly. And therefore, if you want to keep working, you got to do new things. But these new things, the ones I just mentioned, are high value add. So if you do them, you will be perceived as very valuable. That is the great news. So everything in life has both positive and negative. And it's your opportunity to embrace the positive by being flexible, by being willing to change, by embracing these new tools that are constantly coming now and leveraging them to improve your performance at work. And this is easy to do with YouTube and all of the other tools that are available to help you use and learn how to use well these new tools. So what I have just laid out is exactly how you can adapt to change and stay relevant in the AI revolution. Another way to put that is to catapult your career and thrive in the AI revolution, which is our tagline here. So you can do this. How? Mindset. Mindset determines everything. Work on your mindset. Constantly challenge yourself to improve your mindset, to be more optimistic, to look for opportunities. This is how you thrive in the AI revolution. So I hope this is helpful for you. As always, thanks very much to my subscribers. I deeply appreciate your support. Also, on this video, you'll start to see Buy Me a Coffee. I'd really appreciate it if you would buy me a coffee because I love coffee. And that is a neat, quick way for you to support this channel. You can also support us on Patreon. $2 a month makes a big difference here. Finally, please like, subscribe, and share these videos. Your sharing to your friends and family helps this channel grow. So thanks so much. You have the power. It's up to you, as you can tell from this video. Take care. Have a blessed Thanksgiving. See you next time. Bye.